Madam Chair, most distinguished judges, meticulous timekeepers, worthy opponents, honorable colleagues, audience, all a pleasant good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our objective here this afternoon is to disprove the claims made by our opponents that the lack of vocational education in our educational system is a hindrance to high level of productivity in Grenada. We object to the claim on two grounds. First, we will prove that there is not a lack in vocational education in Grenada. And second, if there are low levels of productivity, vocational education is not the reason for this. As first speaker, I will define key terms to present current statistics to support our stance. Our second speaker will present factors which impact on productivity, identify hindrances to higher levels of productivity, and advance solutions to these hindrances. Our final speaker will solidify our stance and wrap up our argument. In order to establish our claim, we must define the following terms. Vocational education is instructions intended to equip persons for industrial or commercial occupations. It may be obtained either formally in high schools, trade schools, for example, NULO, or technical secondary schools, or on job training programs. According to the Wikipedia Encyclopedia, vocational education can be secondary or post-secondary level and can interact with the apprenticeship system. Productivity is defined as tending to produce goods and services having exchange value as defined by dictionary.com. A lack is defined as deficiency or absence of something needed, desirable, or customary. And hindrance as that which impedes, stops, or prevents. Worthy judges, we are firm in our belief that at the end of this debate, you will be convinced, and our opponents and audience will be in total agreement that the lack of vocational education in our educational system is not a hindrance to high levels of productivity in Grenada. Madam Chair, when a close look is taken at our education system, can we genuinely say that there is a lack of vocational education in Grenada? And consequently, that this lack of vocational education is retarding the growth of productivity in Grenada? In answer to the first part of the question, we have discovered that out of 21 secondary schools in Grenada, at least 71% teach at least 4 subjects considered to be vocational in nature. Subjects like woodwork, food and nutrition, agricultural science, and information technology. Accept.
Where did you get your proof that there isn't a lack in our 21 secondary schools?
My opponent, in 2004, at the CSEC, the CSEC examinations, agricultural science had 98% passes, building technology and construction, 75% passes, building technology woods, 87% passes, clothing and textile, 86% passes, and the list can go on and on. My opponent, I want to tell you that based on these statistics, these subjects are taught in most of the 71%, in the sorry, my opponent. These subjects are taught in the schools that I have said, in the 20, out of the 21, the 14 schools. These subject areas, Mr. Chairman, mesh theory and practice, allowing students to gain practical experiences as they study. Schools like the Wester Hall Secondary, Happy Hill Secondary, St. Mark's Secondary, and Boca Secondary go even further in offering more than 6 subjects. Additionally, at the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, there is an entire section dedicated to the pursuit of business and secretarial studies. From this area, students are given the advantage of engaging in the apprenticeship system or on-the-job training. This trend has continued through this year's exams, when entrants achieved an 81% pass rate in agricultural science, 71% in building tech, 80% in clothing and textile, and 77% in home economics. Can my opponent still say, Mr. Chairman, that there is a lack of vocational education? The answer, a resounding no. Let us now look at the levels of productivity in Grenada. According to the Central Intelligence Agency, Grenada's gross domestic product real growth rate percentage is ranked 158 out of 218 countries, with figures current as of October 23rd, 2008. Last week, Mr. Chairman, we find Grenada's GDP being 3.10%, tied with that of United Kingdom, Great Britain, Mr. Chairman. We, little Grenada, tiny Grenada, a dot, a speck on the map, is ranking ahead over industrial and developed first countries such as Canada, France, the super powerful, almighty USA, and even our Caribbean region, Jamaica. When we consider our size and population and the lack of factories, isn't it amazing that our economy is comparable to countries much larger and more developed than we are? Now, we are not happy with our real GDP, 3%. But this growth nullifies the proposition's claim that vocational education has hindered high levels of productivity in Grenada. Statistics prove that we are comparative to Caribbean and international countries in terms of economic growth. On the strength of the foregoing, Mr. Chairman, I rest. Don't be dismayed, judges. I leave you in the capable hands of my opponents. Of my